Spring is here, and with spring arrive the little treasures, violets. I already have a couple of violet-related videos on my channel, which I'll link below if you're curious. What I'm using this year's harvest of violets for is violet scent. Because, oh, that scent. The first step is, of course, to gather some violets. A lot of them, actually. As I was gathering violets, I heard a shuffling in the undergrowth and saw the hedgehog make his spring debut. This is the amount of violets I managed to find this morning, and that's really not enough to do anything. So I'm freezing them in a bag with a lot of air so the flowers don't get squished. If I go out every day, hopefully I'll have enough eventually. The recipe comes from this book, which is about Empress Elizabeth's beauty recipes. Guillotine the monarchy, but some of the recipes are quite interesting. The instructions to make the scent call for 100 grams of fresh flowers. And so far, in this big bowl I have 36 grams. Okay, I thought, put them back in the bag and keep collecting. Except April weather had another idea. We have a whole week of snow showers and freezing temperatures ahead of us, and the violets are going on strike. I'm trying to get this video out still in violet season, so I'm just gonna work with what I have. Now, the ingredients for violet scent are, of course, violets, some scent-free alcohol, I'm using vodka, and distilled water. Since I only have a third of the flowers the recipe calls for, I was only gonna use a third of the alcohol, but frankly 30 milliliters of vodka seemed too little, so I'm gonna use a little more after all. I went with 50 milliliter. As I poured the alcohol over the flowers, they collapsed in on themselves, making more room for the rest of the petals. And when that stopped working, I pushed them down with a spoon. The book says to let the scent infuse for 2 or 3 weeks, so to get the video out on time, I started a jar of lavender scent 2 weeks ago, which is ready to strain. Get a clean jar or bottle and a very fine mesh sieve or a piece of clean cloth. A lot of the liquid will be caught in the flowers, so pressing them out will give a lot of extra. And hopefully you'll make slightly less of a mess than I did. Stretch the scent with distilled water to double the amount, and it's ready to use. I'm using a spray bottle that used to hold some hair treatment, I think. And because the scent has quite intense color, I wouldn't spray it directly on white clothes. I usually wear quite dark clothes and I haven't had an issue with the stains so far, but better be safe than sorry. The violet scent, in just a few minutes it sat here, has already taken on some color, so I expect a pretty blue scent when it's done. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe?